Hi, we're on location in the Grand Ole Opry House with Troy Brooks, the father of Garth Brooks. Troy, how you doing? It's always a pleasure seeing you.
Nice to see you.
I'm telling you, it seems like every time we come to Nashville, we see this guy.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Well, now, how do you manage to get off? The folks at Unical, I believe it is, right? Yeah,
yes.
Unical. You've been there for how many years?
32.
And they're pretty willing to let you take a little time off every now and then?
When you've been there as long as I have, you got quite a few days vacation worked up, and we've saved it for this.
You spend so much time in Nashville. We've heard that you guys, you and Colleen, may make a move to Nashville.
Well, we have 3 children that live down here now, and 3 in the other part of the country, and they're really trying to get us to move down here. And when I retire, we possibly will.
Have you found a place? Have you spotted one you like?
Well, we spotted several we like. We're looking at something with a little bit of acreage so we can have the horses and what have you.
How are you reacting, and how do your friends around Yukon and in Oklahoma City and at work, how are they reacting toward you with all the things going on in Garth's life?
Well, towards me, most of the people I'm around socially are my working cohorts, and they take it pretty good. I'm just another guy up there, you know, and they don't. They're not overly impressed. A lot of them have watched Garth grow up and know him, so they know he hasn't changed any, and this hasn't changed us at all. We just don't get to see our kids.
Can you keep up with Garth's schedule? He's just running mad these days, isn't he?
Guys will ask me, Butch, and I have to get in my drawer and find out, and then I find out that my schedule's been revamped, so it's really a hectic life for him, man. He can't keep up with it himself, I don't think.
We need to ask him about that baseball game.
Yeah, we've got a friend who lives here in Nashville, Jack Johnson, and he went to the celebrity softball game with Garth and said Garth was incredible. He made some fantastic catches.
Garth's a good athlete, and he's a good competitor, so even in having fun and kicking around with a bunch of guys, you still see that tone of competitiveness come out.
I think for some reason, Jack said, our friend said that Garth got a real big smile across his face when he caught a fly ball that belonged to Clint Black.
Oh yes, oh yeah, right. We were talking about that coming over here.
It was just a fantastic catch,
I
understand.
Gosh, I hope I don't drop this thing. Yeah, it was. It was a good hit ball.
Well, what does this mean, Garth being nominated for the Entertainer of the Year, and there's a good possibility he's going to win it. What does this mean to you and the family and Garth?
Well, I definitely hope that he wins it, naturally, because I'm convinced that he deserves it. I don't think that's a partial statement. I think
if anybody's seen him in concert and compared to some of the other folks, they will say that he also deserves it.
Yeah, a writer in yesterday's paper, or Sunday's paper, when they were giving evaluation of the CMA, this one writer said, if Garth doesn't win the Entertainer of the Year award, they're in the cow in Kansas. So
look at that.
that sounds good to other people, and he has done phenomenal things this year.
You know Dave McCurdy. Dave McCurdy used to be a next-door neighbor of yours. They're even talking for Dave McCurdy for president. We saw him at the airport yesterday, and he said that he had talked to someone in Nashville, and they're comparing Garth to Elvis Presley. I mean, what's your reaction to that?
Well, of course, that was my time also during Elvis' time. I don't think there's another Elvis Presley around. He was in his own field, and Garth has, in his success, has attained his celebrity status in another field type, but popularity-wise, I think there's a very good possibility he can become as popular, and hopefully he will continue to be as well-liked as he is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we love the guy. Thank you very much, Troy, for taking the time to visit with us.
Appreciate it.
And best of luck to you.
Well, thank you, boys, for having me on.
I know Oklahoma would hate to lose you to Nashville, but we understand being close to your kids.
Well, I'm born and raised Okie, so you never will get rid of that.
And if there is a place to move where there are a bunch of Oklahomans, this is the town, isn't it? Nashville,
Right.
Tennessee. We'll be back right after this. Don't go away.